Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel, and for today I actually want to just give you some updates with what's happening now here in this garden. And as you can see, we just finished doing a bit of lawn mowing here in our little sweet garden. And as you can see here, I have this birds of paradise, and I'm just thinking of moving this. It used to be on both sides in here. One of the pots has been already moved over there. Let me just show you. So that's already there, and I'm thinking of moving it actually somewhere here on that side of our garden, and maybe I'll move the rose a little bit. But now all of a sudden I realized that maybe it's not gonna be good for the roses. But let's see. And now I have actually purchased some of new plants in here, and we actually just been to Rogers. So this is what their entrance looks like. You have this cart in here, wheelbarrow I mean, and then you can just take it inside. And then once you're here inside, here are the plants that you can purchase. And look at this one. Look at that. So I really want to get this hookeras here, this berry smoothie, and there are lots more. And then my favorite, going to the rose area, and there are lots of roses in here, but the ones that I'm really looking for, I think, is not here. There's Lady Gardner, there's Chartreuse de Parme, Wish Come True, Olivia Rose Austin, Emily Bronte, a lot of David Austin here as well, and some other brands of roses. But I think most of them that I like, I already got them. And oh, this one is adorable. This is Adorable Parpuma by Cordes, which is also one of the most fragrant roses, which I already have, by the way. Another adorable here. I'm kind of tempted because that adorable is really adorable, literally. That one is Evelyn, no, Wild Eve. And yes, and finally we're back home, and it's actually um 5 o'clock in the evening now here, and it's still a bit bright. It's good. We're starting to have a longer daytime here in New Zealand, as the sun is starting to come back here to us to bring us some longer days. And for today, this is what we eventually bought. So I have bought three kinds of hukra. This is the first one, which I also like, the berry smoothie, and this one is also berry smoothie. And then there's another one in here, this one. It's also a bit purplish in color. Ah, this one is called sugar plum, and that's what it looks like. Let me just put this one. And I think this one is also sugar plum, but my favorite is this one from Proven Winners. So this is, I think, the most purple of all of them. So this is called Hukara Wild Rose, and I think of all those hukras, I think this is really my favorite. In person, it looks different on cam, but in person it's kind of similar to this color. This one does not change in on the register, on the camera. It's pretty similar, and it's kind of looking like this actually in person. this one, and I really love this one. My god, this is so beautiful. I was thinking that I should have bought two of this, but anyway, it's fine. And here is my new rose, by the way, and this one is the Wild Eve. And I've been seeing some reviews of this rose on YouTube, and finally I have this one. And I've been seeing this one a lot in my past visits in these garden shops, and finally I just made up my mind and thought I'll just get one. And I saw a very good review of Wild Eve from Gardener Ben. If you have not been to his channel, if you are into roses, he is doing lots of review about roses. So visit Gardener Ben's YouTube channel, and I think you will really enjoy it. And if you're looking for roses, he has some very good recommendations. And then just behind it, look at this one. This is my test of the Orbebills, and this one is really growing so fast. Look at that. And I'm not sure if this is one of the earlier bloomers, but let's see what happens. I'm really excited to see this one blooming here in our garden. And they said that this one is disease resistant, and I can't wait to see this one, how it performs here in our garden. And I have some more roses in here. So this one is a combination of Emily Bronte, and the other one is My Sweetheart by Matthews Roses here in New Zealand, Bob Matthews. So here are the photos of these two roses. To the left, as you know, that is the Emily Bronte by David Austin. And to the right side, that is the very beautiful My Sweetheart by Bob Matthews here in New Zealand. And here's another photo of them together. Looks lovely, right? And some more of my roses in here that I think I forgot to mention last time. This is my Skylar rose, which is a pink one. It didn't really do well last season in our garden because I put them in here. I think this one really needs lots of sun, so there you go. I just planted this one in this spot, and hopefully we'll see some nice flowers. And last time I forgot to post that Gertrude Jekyll, and today we were actually looking for Gertrude Jekyll because I've seen this Gertrude Jekyll. Yes, so that's the one that I forgot to post on my previous video, and I really want this Gertrude Jekyll to bloom, and yeah, bloom like that, similar to that picture. And but this time with my own version, I have my Gertrude Jekyll on both sides, and at the same time I also have the Eden Rose. And I can't wait for this season because um, last season my Gertrude Jekyll, as you can see, produced this only one long tall cane, and hopefully this season it will produce another one down there from the very bottom of it, and this one hopefully will also produce lots of flowers. That's why I just decided to put it that way, to make it a bit slanted, so that um, this part will um, will be forced to produce some new canes from it. And yeah, that's what they said. Try to get your climbing roses um, slightly horizontal, so that those lateral parts will have the tendency to grow some new buds. And of course, new buds equals to new roses later on, new flowers later on. So that's what I did. Actually, there are two main canes from that rose, and the other one is there, if you can see, and that's the other one. And this one also produce two, um, it's not really huge cane, but two main canes, and these are the ones. And let's see, this one is getting more sunlight than the other one, and that's actually another good thing about my Gertrude Jekyll, or about Gertrude Jekyll. They said that it's really going to perform well even it's a bit on a shady area, and this one is a bit on a shady area because behind it is this big pine tree that we had here, Japonica, I think. I forgot the name anyway. And also, all of these trees kind of blocking a bit of sunlight. But in the morning, since the sun is coming from this side, and then when it's summertime, it goes up to there. So it's kind of good somehow because it's those harsh Sundays is being blocked by these trees. But then of course it will be much better if it's really getting more sunlight. But then let's see how it performs. I'm really excited this season and see how this roses this time will perform here in our garden. And I think that would be all for today. I'll just give you a very short updates with what's happening in here. I have these sweet peas that are starting to produce some new leaves, and yeah, hopefully it will climb up from this mini tomato, I forgot what they call this one, just a tomato trellis, something like that. And yeah, I still have my pilgrim that is not planted yet. I'm still thinking where to plant it, and I just tidy up that part of our garden, and I already moved my crown princess Margareta on the right side, if you can see that one there. And yeah, I think now I'm seeing the Christmas lights switch on. That means it's getting dark and darker, and I need to replace this Christmas light here because some of the lights are not switching on anymore. So yeah, some of them are already busted. Yeah, all right, guys, I think that would be all for today. And by the way, I forgot to mention, this is actually the main project. This is actually the main project that we have for today. So we have a combination of different camellias here. Well, actually, there are only two. One is the Spring Festival camellia, which is the pink one, and then the other one is this one, the jury less, sorry ma'am, less jury, camellia less jury, and we still have the price tag here. And this one with the red flowers, a big, it's quite big compared to the spring festival. But what I like about the spring festival is it has I don't know, it's like a floribunda floribunda version of camellias. And this one also, I actually didn't think that the less jury is also producing lots of flowers here. I'm not sure if the other red camellias there are also less jury, but they are also red. But I think I have the oldest less jury, which is the one I planted here. That one in between of these two spring festival, and it's been here in our garden for I think the past 4 years. And I planted it behind this deck, and it didn't do well. But yeah, hopefully this time, because this part is getting morning sun, so let's see how it performs. This one is one of those oldest camellias that we have here, and now it has never been moved. That's why it's looking really um, bushy compared to the other ones that we have here. So we bought three of this from Rogers, and yeah, so that was my main project for today. We just want this one, hopefully this camellias will become really bushy and block this area because it's not really a good look. it's a bit of an eyesore. So once they become bushy, and when it's winter season, that's the time when these camellias are blooming here in New Zealand, and we just want to see a combination of pink and red flowers in this side of our garden. And hopefully we actually suddenly thought of having the Gertrude Jekyll is biting me. We are actually thinking of building a tree house here, kind of similar to this kind of photos, and this one as well. Yeah, so hopefully we can put that one into reality, not just a dream. And maybe maybe a 3 by 5 meter size of a tree house in here, facing this side of yeah, this side of our view. Look at this one. It's actually a nice view in here. It's very green and quiet. It would be nice, I think, to have, yeah, something like that here. A nice tree house, just a small one, and then with a bit of balcony. Kind of similar to this kind of idea of tree house. Just to see the view in here and just to enjoy it when we have some visitors. We just want to sit there. If we can't use this one, if it's raining, I think it would be lovely to have something like that here. Alright guys, so I think that would be all for today. And by the way, if you notice, this lights here is so much brighter than this one's here, and this one is not moving. Is because I'm happy to announce that I changed this one today. So we went to the Bunnings today and bought this Christmas light, and now it's looking much better and brighter. So I'm really happy about that one, and I think I need to buy another one for this part of our garden. Alright guys, I think that would be all for today, and again, thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions about the plants or activities that I have been doing here in our garden, please feel free to leave your comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be glad to answer all your questions. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you again on my next one. Bye for now.